Guys, so welcome back. It's week 2. How's everyone so far?
Good.
All right. So yeah, we'll call this meeting to order at 8:05. Yeah. So I guess just for an icebreaker, keep it pretty simple for now. Basically, what did you guys do over winter break? Anything interesting you guys did?
Yeah, we went on a trip to NorCal. It was fun. San Francisco and Berkeley. It rained a lot, so it was really nice to see the city.
I guess for me, I just did a lot of vacation with family. Visited a lot of the southwestern U.S. like Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, Nevada, and then I also went to Yosemite. So those are the main highlights of my winter break.
I was just really lazy, played lots of video games, saw, I don't know, oh yeah, the Star Wars movie. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, pretty chill break.
I pretty much just watched The Office.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I worked on that overlay.
That's good, yeah.
That was productive.
So no, that's perfect. Break is supposed to be relaxing. All right. Do you have any announcements, Mike?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess announcements on my side. Mostly just working on the website. We've cleaned up a lot of the content of certain things, and we had a checklist of things we want to accomplish. So most of it's done. I just still need to clean up a little bit, but yeah, that's it for the most part. All right. So the main thing for this meeting, the making of memes workshop. So if you guys have access to the Google Doc, you could access the Prezi link from there. So it should be over here. If you're not, okay, so for people who are going to be watching this later, if you're not in the group, just message me, but you can access it through this Prezi link. Alright, so we'll be going over the art of making memes. So, essentially, what's in a good meme? The way you would create a good quality meme is you have to draw inspiration from something in your life or something you've seen. So most of the time, from my experience, it's been a spur of the moment sort of thing. Whenever you feel like it's relatable to a lot of people, then that would be probably a good quality meme. So drawing on life experiences, like here at UCLA, there's a lot of talk about things like North Campus versus South Campus, gene block, food, a lot of food, exams, things like that. So that's really the core of it. It's something a lot of people could relate to, and something you could draw from your own personal experience. So other ways of getting inspiration are you can look at memes that are posted by other people. So especially on the UCLA memes group or Berkeley, they have a lot of good content there. So that's something that you could use to figure out memes you could create yourself. And then I feel like a lot of the really good memes I've seen are short and sweet. So you want to make it like a really witty meme, so that a lot of people will think it's funny and stuff. So you could use a lot of methods of humor like irony, things like that. You just have to keep it really relatable to a lot of people. Sorry, it's kind of loud over here. So the second part of making a good meme is knowing your target audience. So, for example, for the UCLA memes group, as mentioned earlier, there are a lot of topics that a lot of people know about. So there's gene block, so we have a ton of memes regarding that. You have the North Campus versus South Campus things. You have bananas, a lot of bananas from dining halls. There might be some squirrel ones, but I haven't really seen it, but that's another thing I've seen in the past. Obviously, struggle busing is a common theme throughout any university memes page, and very anti-USC. For on the Berkeley page, there's a lot of similar aspects such as like struggle busing, anti-Stanford, like the campus rivalry things, and for them they have very specific memes about their business school, about EECS, their engineering programs, and just calling them snakes and like willing to do anything at any cost to take advantage and get a higher position. So that's common themes of the UC Berkeley page. I guess like just for like public memes in general, there's a wide variety of topics people could create memes about. Like common ones are like Trump because he makes a lot of controversial statements. Technology because there's a lot of subtle humor there, and there's probably some other areas, but it's a very wide variety of things for public memes. So it's really about knowing your target audience and catering the meme content toward that. So the other thing to keep in mind is when making a meme is whether or not you want to generate your own original content versus copy pasting something else. So there's a good quote that I'd like to bring up from Pablo Picasso. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. So essentially, what I'm trying to say here is it really depends on your audience again. So copypasta could be acceptable and very funny if the audience hasn't seen it before. So like a good example would be like I saw a really good meme on 9gag, the one about like driving confidently. So like I thought that was hilarious. So then I reposted that to the UCLA memes group, and apparently a lot of people haven't seen it because I haven't been called out for it, and it got a good amount of likes. So then that's a good way of garnering attention towards memes you haven't seen before. Otherwise, if you're going for like a more public audience, they would probably immediately call me out for copying a meme. You really can't get by the internet. So in that case, if you're going for a public audience, you would probably want to stick to original content that you make yourself. So if you're broadcasting it to a larger audience, you'll want to make your own original memes. So what you're all probably wondering is, what are good tools to make memes? So what I personally use is I use Sketch. It's a tool that makes it easy to edit photos and generate images and things like that. It's technically a paid-for software, but I found a way to change the product key from a friend, so I didn't buy it. So don't tell anyone, but so that's technically what I'm using. Other people like Jonathan told me in the past that he used Illustrator to make his memes. Do you have any other advice or tips for people who want to make their own good quality memes as well? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Not really.
All right, it's all good.
Make it symmetrical, good spacing. I don't know. Come up with a good idea.
Yeah, I think like it's just really important that it's relatable to other people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a big part of it because like memes are like sort of like a unified struggle or whatever like people go through it, like they all have in common, things like that. So I guess like some of the good tools for that are Adobe Illustrator, which is available on both PC and Mac. Another good tool I found that was free was it's called GIMP. I have no personal experience in the past, but it's on both PC and Mac platforms. Have any of you guys used that?
Yeah, GIMP is great. I mean, it's free and it's really great for a free program. So if you aren't able to access like Photoshop or Illustrator, I would definitely recommend GIMP.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. So like definitely if you don't have any of the other two options, GIMP would be a good one. Do you guys have any other recommendations? I guess that's pretty good for now. Like pretty much all you need is just like a basic software editing tool. So I think GIMP could serve the purposes of that. And if you want to go into a little bit more depth into it, you could use either Sketch or Adobe Illustrator. And some great sites for making memes or for memes in general are like 9gag. I've found a lot of really good content there. Quick Meme, I looked it up today, and then there are some pretty good ones there as well. And just like Reddit in general it's just great. Like there's so much content you can find on Reddit. There's memes, there's dank memes, and yeah, it's just a great site in general to just look for things and have fun. All right. So the second part of the workshop is more going into the specific details of Sketch. So it kind of doubles as like a Sketch workshop. So we'll go into that. So this is the meme I was going to post later, but it's already been edited. Alright, so I guess like what we could do is show how Sketch works. So in general, what I generally like to do is for each image I want to create, I just hit A on the keyboard, and this basically creates an artboard where you could paste an image and just start working with things like that. So I guess what we could do is I could show you how I made this image earlier for the committee meeting image. So what you do is like it's pretty straightforward. You would go to insert and insert image here. So I'm just gonna get the gene, not that one. Where did I put it? I forgot where I downloaded it. Hold on. Oh, it's okay. I'll just re-download it right now. Right, so I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna screenshot this. There we go. Boom, there we go. Alright, so basically you could just, from here you could just drag it to fit your artboard dimensions. So I'm just going to do that. So it's 610 by 367. So the artboard is a little bit taller than that. So I'm just going to shrink down the height a little bit. 367. There we go. So the main thing about like, from my prior experience making memes, the main things you want to add are mainly like chat boxes, because that's really one thing you could add if there's like no dialogue. Or the other thing is you could cut out certain images and paste them on. I don't have as much experience in that, but I'm just gonna basically show how to just create like a simple like chat like dialogue box. So you would go to insert, you would go to shape, and I like to create ovals because yeah, it's just the general shape of that. So over here. So it's created the oval like this. You would change the color of the fill on the right side. Sorry, there's too many messages. So yeah, you could change it just to like a white background over here using fills. Next thing is you would want to create a triangle for it to create the attachment. So let's set it like this. Change the color of the fill over here. And then you would just rotate it by a certain number of degrees. So it's about, I would say, 130. Maybe a little bit more, 145. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's make this a little bit bigger as well. Just simply by dragging out the sides. And as you notice, the triangle is sticking out, but we really want it behind the main oval box. So the way you would do this is at the top you would see backward over here. So you just hit this, and it just goes behind it. So that creates the chat dialogue over there. Alright. So next, whenever you want to create text on Sketch, you would just hit T, and then click. Oh, that's pretty big. Alright, so let's just say Gene Block is awesome, or something like that. Change the color of it, just like using this. Let's make it a little bit smaller, maybe 16. Gene Block. Let's move it over here so it's visible. Move it forward. There we go. Gene Block is awesome. There we go. So if you want to add like some like titles and other things, it's essentially the same concept. You would create a text box by clicking, hitting T, and then double clicking again. Let's copy this. It would be GraphTech. (8 to 9 p.m.) Sorry, it's a little dark. Let's change this color first. Let's highlight this. So the way to add these like really nice borders and shadowing is like at the bottom. You could see like another panel of options. Sorry. You can see another panel of options down here. So you have things like fills. This is basically the color of it. Makes it a little bit darker as well. So let's make it blue like it was over there. Borders, I generally like to make it black so it really accentuates like the inner portion. So you can see it's a bit more, the features are more well defined. It's easier to see if I make this larger, so let's do that. What was that, 72? Wait, what happened? Oh, boom. There we go. It's a little too big, I think, for now. So let's make it 48. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, the borders are a lot more noticeable than it was before. Over here, we also added shadows, like we made it a little bit black. So let's try to do that as well. So it just like added a little bit of shadows to like emphasize like more of the lighting for the text box itself. And there are other things you could do as well. You could do inner shadows. Sorry about that, guys. It crashed. So we'll just continue where we left off. Sketch does, admittedly, it does have some downsides. It does have a tendency to crash a lot. So make sure to save your work. It's very important. Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, there are other things you could do, such as like inner shadows. So what if we make this white? It just accentuates it a bit more, like on the top and bottom. And also you could do this thing called Gaussian Blur. I am not as familiar with what this does. Let's try it again. It's kind of unstable, so. Important thing. Technical difficulties. The heck? There we go. Yeah, so that was like the main thing to go over. This is basically the same thing. You create another text box. And the main difference is, yeah, it's just like smaller and also yellow instead of blue. So that's like the basics of Sketch. You could do like a lot of cool things like adding various shapes, creating text, and then just otherwise modifying images that you've created, or you could create your own graphics if you wanted to. So the important thing, I guess, to draw from this is to make it exportable. So what you do is click the artboard up here. So you have your entire image over here, and then you just make it exportable. So this will save it onto your home directory, like anywhere on your computer, and you could just call it anything you want. So then, if I wanted to make this a meme, like I could just say like meme GraphTech, and then I would just access it as a PNG. So then, whenever I want it, I could just say meme GraphTech. It would just show up, which is pretty nice. So this is just an example of like one of the software editing tools. Like, yeah, there's Illustrator, there's GIMP, and there's plenty of other tools that we could work with. So I guess the next part of the workshop is the most important part: sharing your meme to your audience. So we'll test that out. So here's our guinea pig. UCLA memes for sick af-tweens. I'm sure a lot of you're on this, so we'll see how this goes. I have a bad habit of sleeping in class. So the other important thing is whenever you post your meme, you want to include a very witty caption. So like once you have all your content in your photo as well as your photo caption inside, you could really add to the effect by creating like something on like just a normal text caption on the outside. So in my case, let's say, let's see, I don't always sleep. Wait, JK, I do. That's true. We all have that one friend who falls asleep in class. Dot dot dot. So let's post it. So usually, it takes a few minutes, like for content to be regurgitated and shared on the internet. So yeah, we'll see how this goes like in the future. Hopefully, it gets a good amount of attention, I guess. But yeah, this is basically the important part, like just sharing whatever content you have. All right. So I guess like that's it for the most part for like the memes workshop. It's just about the important thing is like getting the inspiration for the meme, figuring out the audience you want to post your meme to, actually creating the meme, and adding all the effects and stuff, and then finally posting it. Yeah, so that's the art of making memes. All right, so I guess next on the list, websites of the week, it was, yeah, the memes group, because that was the topic of the workshop. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. Thank you, Kev. Nice. All right, Mike, keep
Okay,
going.
so kind of fitting in with the theme of memes, the design of the week. You've probably seen this. It was the LA Chargers. So, I mean, honestly, just from a design standpoint, like, it's not that bad of a design. It's just the fact that they kind of ripped off the Dodgers logo and added a lightning bolt. But if the Dodgers didn't exist, this would be all right. It's fine. But yeah, just seeing how like quickly things can go viral, even from like people that are very professional. So like a bunch of sports teams. I mean, I think these are all tweets that are supposed to load, which aren't. Oh yeah, so let's.
Sorry, ads.
Yeah. So yeah, you just had like a bunch of different people, like the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're like, oh, we're just friends. And then different sports teams just like added lightning bolts to their logos just to make fun of it. So yeah, that's just like showing how quickly something can get out of control when it comes to stuff like. I mean, it went pretty viral, and now they changed their logo back to the original one because of all the negative feedback that everyone got. Because that's just like an example of a bad design of the week.
Yeah, that's another important. That's a real world example of the importance of having original content.
Yeah.
So, so essentially, like if they would have put it like on something like a satirical site or anything else, it would have been fine. But since they posted it like in the public where everyone could see, they obviously got a lot of backlash for just sort of like ripping off the Dodgers. So
Yeah.
in that sense, like it's better to create original content whenever you're broadcasting it to a very public audience. All right. Open forum?
Do you have any open forum? Okay. Well, in that case, for action items, we just have banners that are coming up for GM, for graphics for GM. Week 1 and week 2, we didn't have any, but we're getting back into it. So, week 3's theme is board switch up. So, do you want to work on it? Or I mean, I can work on that too because I haven't done one in a while. So as the description that Ollie put down was, there's no dress theme. It's just that board members will take the place of one another and run the whole meeting as if they are another board member. So I guess it's just like kind of pretending like you're someone that you aren't. And then family takeover is where GM will be led by the family heads. So instead of board doing all the announcements, it'll be family heads. So I was thinking we could reuse like the icons for that one. But yeah, those are just the equivalent ones. Week 5 is elections, which I'm doing. Just like an overview for the rest of the quarter, I guess. Week 6 is Plaid. Week 7 is Pixar. Week 8 is Carnival. Week 9 is Safari. And then week 10 is Bon Voyage. So those are the upcoming themes. If you're interested in doing banners for any of them, just let me know. And then I'll make Trello cards for them.
All right. I don't have any action items, so I guess we can move on to randoms. Do you guys have any randoms for today, or?
I mean, not really random, but I went to a professor's research meeting that he's starting a project up, and gonna be working on that with a bunch of other people.
Oh, nice. What's the area of focus?
Autonomous
nice.
vehicles. Like,
Nice.
So how to like have them be autonomous and communicate with other cars, so that you don't have to wait for like an intersection or things like that.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do like a lot of the programming side, or just like hardware. Like,
Oh, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. That's still really cool.
Yeah.
Anyone else have random? I guess I have a random. I guess. Well, on Friday I'm going to Penn Apps, so that should be fun. So I have to go to sleep early tomorrow. Yeah, it's really early flight, like 4 a.m. So yeah.
So you're gonna stay up till 4 a.m.
I don't have the energy to do that anymore.
Oh wait, you lose 3 hours since you're going to eat. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
On the way back.
Yeah. Do you have any randoms, like?
I don't have an umbrella, so hopefully
Oh, man.
it's not raining.
Same.
Oh, I left my umbrella back at. I'll have to go get it. Back in by Panda Express.
Oh dang. Okay.
Oh well.
Alright, so
I guess if no one has anything else, we could adjourn this meeting.
yeah. We're doing at 8:33.
Okay. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. Next week we'll try to get like an official room booked, so then it'll be a lot more convenient. Like yeah, sorry, apologies for having to hold it out here. It was kind of noisy, but hopefully more people could come out next time. Alright, thank you guys.